Are you concerned about travel bans and how it will affect your plans for 2025? Well, you need to watch this entire video so you can be prepared for what is about to happen soon. I will not only reveal the impact and consequences this will have on the world, but also at the end, I will give you the list of countries that will be affected. I am not going to hold back. I am just going to get right into it. This is breaking news and you need to hear it, whether you are traveling or not. The Trump administration has resurrected its 2017 travel ban and has now decided to enact a new, unexpected and expanded travel ban. This is sparking intense debate both in the US and globally. This directive restricts entry from a broad list of countries, officially taking effect on June 9, 2025. The administration claims the ban is necessary for national security, citing global threats as justification. Unlike previous, narrower bans, this version is more extensive and builds on lessons from past legal and political challenges. The announcement is creating immediate uncertainty for travelers, institutions, and international organizations. The policy's rollout was shaped by months of preparation and anticipation, with agencies and affected individuals scrambling to adapt. This new travel ban marks a significant shift in U.S. immigration policy, broadening its scope and impact. The focus now turns to how the ban will be enforced and its real-world consequences for individuals and America's international reputation. The Trump administration's stated goal is safety and protection, but critics argue the methods and reach are excessive. Previous bans, as the one in 2017 when Trump first took office, faced legal challenges and protests. This new version is expected to be even more contentious. So, get ready for the backlash and inconveniences to your travel plans. The expanded bans framework was developed over several months, following Trump's campaign promises to his supporters. And not to scare you, but the policy's complexity and evolving details have left many in limbo, unsure of their ability to travel or remain in the U.S. International businesses and educational institutions are already assessing the impact. With the new travel ban, the world is watching how the U.S. balances security with openness. The anticipation and anxiety surrounding the ban has been palpable. The coming months will reveal a sneak peek of the true scope and consequences of this sweeping directive. Let me get into the nitty-gritty. This new travel ban uses a tiered system. It will have red, orange, and yellow lists to categorize countries by restriction level. Red list nations face near total entry bans. Orange list countries see strict vetting and visa limits. Yellow list nations encounter milder but still significant hurdles. Up to 19 countries are said to be affected, a dramatic increase from previous bans. Nations like Iraq, Syria, Iran, Sudan, Libya, Somalia, and Yemen are expected on the most restrictive lists. The policy's scope signals a major tightening of U.S. borders. Trump has also singled out refugees from Gaza and individuals from Syria, Somalia, Yemen, and Libya, citing security threats. There's ongoing discussion about expanding restrictions to major countries like China and India. Diaspora communities and international organizations are alarmed by the targeted nature of the ban. The list of affected nations is dynamic, subject to change based on U.S. security assessments. This evolving system adds uncertainty for travelers and governments worldwide. The process for moving countries between tiers remains opaque. The ban's complexity and shifting criteria make it difficult for individuals and institutions to plan. The global impact is immediate and far-reaching. Stay with me because I am going to tell you what this may do to university and international students. The Trump administration frames the travel ban as essential for national security, aiming to block potential threats from entering the U.S. The policy targets regions described as terror-infested, with a particular focus on the Gaza Strip and other conflict zones. Stricter controls are justified as part of a broader counter-terrorism strategy. Critics argue the ban unfairly punishes entire populations based on nationality. A new feature is ideological screening, vetting non-citizens for beliefs deemed dangerous or incompatible with American values. Trump pledged to bar dangerous lunatics, haters, bigots, and maniacs, expanding scrutiny beyond criminal records to personal worldviews. The criteria for ideological vetting remain unclear, raising concerns about subjectivity and free speech. This marks a shift from previous policies which focused on criminal or terrorist affiliations. The move toward ideological purity is controversial and likely to face legal and ethical challenges. Supporters argue it's necessary for security. Opponents warn of discrimination and overreach. The debate centers on whether such measures truly enhance safety or undermine American values. Get ready for the ideological component, which is expected to be a major flashpoint in upcoming legal battles. The policy's reach into personal beliefs may set a new precedent in U.S. immigration enforcement. Well, that's what the legal experts think. The implications for civil liberties and international perception could be profound as well. The travel ban has sent shockwaves through U.S. universities, which rely heavily on international students. Over 1 million students from more than 200 countries studied in the U.S. last year, contributing to research, diversity, and the economy. The new restrictions create immediate uncertainty for students from the 19 affected nations. Universities like Harvard, MIT, and USC urged at-risk students to return to campus before the travel ban takes effect. Students from India and China, who make up over half of all international students, face new hurdles even under milder restrictions. For those from countries like Syria or Libya, studying in the U.S. may now be impossible. The ban disrupts academic careers and deprives U.S. institutions of global talent. Trump has also threatened to revoke visas of students he labels radical anti-American, especially in response to campus protests. You may have heard some of that on the news lately, especially the writ with Harvard University, but that is for another video. However, all of this could create a chilling effect, pressuring students to avoid political expression. The policy raises serious concerns about academic freedom and free speech. Universities and students could be left navigating a landscape of fear and uncertainty. What do you think? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. The long-term impact on American higher education could also be severe. Now let's talk about some of the other consequences to this new travel ban. The economic fallout from the travel ban is significant, with the tourism and business sectors bracing for losses. International visitors contribute billions to the U.S. economy. A drop in arrivals from 43 nations could mean job cuts and reduced revenue. The ban also strains diplomatic relations, risking retaliation and complicating cooperation on global issues. America's reputation as an open, welcoming nation is at stake. The policy could deter not just tourists, but also investors, researchers, and entrepreneurs. U.S. businesses, especially in tech and research, may struggle to attract top global talent. Critics warn the ban could hinder innovation and competitiveness. The challenge is balancing security with economic and diplomatic costs. The perception of the U.S. as accessible for business and education is a valuable asset now at risk. The long-term effects on America's global engagement and leadership remain uncertain. But the debate over the ban's true cost is far from over. Supporters of the travel ban, especially among Republican voters, see it as a necessary step for national security. Let's meaningful spark a discussion. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear it in the comment section. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Trump's base views the policy as fulfilling promises to secure borders and protect Americans. The ban's focus on refugees from Gaza and other conflict zones appeals to specific voter groups. Critics, however, argue the policy is discriminatory, targeting people based on nationality or religion. Human rights groups and civil liberties advocates condemn the ban as unjust and harmful to America's moral standing. Prominent voices warn the policy could fuel anti-American sentiment and alienate allies. The core debate is whether collective punishment is ever justified for security. Many believe targeted, evidence-based measures are more effective and fair. The travel ban has become a flashpoint in America's ongoing struggle over identity, security, and openness. The controversy is likely to intensify as the policy's effects unfold. This new travel ban, effective June 9, 2025, will reshape U.S. policy, currently affecting up to 19 countries. Uncertainty surrounds the details of enforcement, waivers, and the shifting country lists. Legal challenges are expected, focusing on discrimination and executive authority. The outcomes of these cases will shape the ban's future and its impact on American society. The policy forces a national conversation about security versus openness. As consequences become clearer, debate over the ban's necessity and morality will persist. The coming months will test America's values and its role on the world stage. I promised I would give you some of the countries that will be affected by this new travel ban. The new ban includes Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Haiti, which avoided the travel ban during Trump's first term, was included for high overstay rates and large numbers who came to the U.S. illegally. According to the Trump administration, there will be heightened restrictions on visitors from Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. The inclusion of Afghanistan angered some supporters who have worked to resettle its people. Some people think that to include Afghanistan, a nation whose people stood alongside American service members for 20 years, is a moral disgrace. But the Trump administration believes that Afghanistan does not have a proper vetting system and their people overstay when they come to the United States. What do you think? I welcome your comments. I truly believe that if you cannot change something, work around it. And that is how I feel about this travel ban. And that is why, if you are going to do any traveling this year and you want to travel seamlessly, my ebook titled Top 5 Travel Scenarios and How to Solve Them will definitely give you proper guidance. You can download it for free from the link in the description. In addition, you will get more solid advice from my digital travel bundle where I discuss travel scenarios to avoid, travel planning, tips and hacks for how to manage your international travel experience, and more. The link is also in the description. You wouldn't want to travel without this. By the way, if you truly enjoyed this video and want to show some love, you can always drop a super thanks. It really helps support the channel, and I truly appreciate you for doing so. You will find the super thanks button below the video. It will highlight your comment so you can feel extra special. Thanks in advance for doing so. Well, that is it for now, guys. I hope you got some value from this video. I am your channel host, Cheryl, saying bye for now until next time. See you soon.